Yo guys, what is good? As here once again with another Genshin Impact video, and today we're taking on Andrius, or the Wolf of the North, however you might call him. So this boss, once a week you can fight him after you unlock the Razor quest, which you should all do like when you're around level 25-ish, 30 maybe. Like it requires you to finish the main story kind of. You can fight this boss once a week, and if your world level rises, you get pretty awesome rewards. Or sometimes you don't get lucky, but yeah, nonetheless, you get usually pretty awesome rewards. Let's quickly go over his abilities. This one here, where he puts the circle on the ground and then jumps, is pretty easy to evade. You don't want to stand in the circle and get hit. That hurts pretty hard. Then the next one, if you get too close to his legs or like front or back, then he will like hit you. Other than that, he has this spinning attack, so once you're close in range and he starts glowing like this, then he does the spinning attack. You can evade this with iframes, however my timing was really off in this entire fight. I was probably a couple hundred milliseconds too late for every single thing that I wanted to do. Nonetheless, my characters are pretty strong, so I don't worry too much about that. So then he has this icicle attack where he spawns these icicles in the back, and yeah, these give you energy if you collect them at the back. And then once he reaches 50%, like now, he will go into this running mode. Don't walk on the ice slows you down. If you walk just towards him and see where he walks, you can just dash left and right and you will see where he jumps, and you should evade that 100% of the time. No reason to get caught in there. Then once you're close to the 50% mark, he will turn into the ice forms or the wind form. That is the wind form, so that is like an icy storm that will ice you up a little bit, I guess. And when you're like close to him, he will attack you as usual, and then he also spawns these icicles that can hit you from the top, so you need to make sure to evade them. And yeah, if you're going to his hind legs, he will swat out to you. Then he has this other ability where he starts charging up, I would say, and that deals continuous damage to everybody who is in that range. Then yeah, here you can see some of the abilities that are against the ranged characters. He spawns the ice path, and you should get out of the way of that, because otherwise that will hurt you pretty much. He slices into 3 different directions, so you need to be aware of that. Then here you should be able to see there. He goes into the wind form one last time, so he deals continuous damage, but for the most part it's fine if you have a strong melee character to stand in there for a while, and if you have some heals, that is good. Healers that would be advisable are somebody like Chi-Chi, or maybe even better would be Jean. I'm not so sure about Barbara. You definitely can do it with her. However, you run into the risk that he might freeze you from time to time, so you need to be very aware of that, because she makes you wet. Same if you're fighting with Mona. Be careful that you don't wet yourself. That's basically it. Yeah, here I show you what kind of artifact I got. Pretty unlucky. It's kind of a bad artifact. Nothing I can do about that. But yeah, that was the fight. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, if I forgot to mention anything, let me know in the comments. Yeah, let me know if you want to see some other boss fight, like quickly glanced over. This is not a tutorial or a guide. This is just a walkthrough, so you can get an impression what the fight is like and how to approach it. Obviously, you all have your own characters, and this is completely achievable with like the free-to-play characters that you have. It doesn't matter. Those are just my strongest, and it makes it more fun for me to play. So with all that said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, enjoy the grind.